golly. Hey man, it's been a cool minute type shit. Well, it's been like what, 2 months? My fault. But hey man, I'm back. Kinda. I hope. We'll see. But hey man, welcome to the channel. I don't know what's going on. I just seen this pop up. I'm not gonna lie and see this pop up. People been telling me watch it, but then I didn't watch it because I wasn't back at my setup because where I was at those renovations, but that's a story for another day. We got Bardock versus Invincible. You guys already know how I do this. I don't pick who is gonna win or who I think is gonna win. I pick who I like. It's like watching family. Like I'm gonna support you all the way. So with that said, I think it goes into no argument that I'm hoping that Bardock wins. So yeah, Invincible, you cool. I mean, Invincible, cool. It's a cool show. So it's a vibe. I haven't seen season two. I heard season three is coming out, but I did hear about a feat about Nolan standing by a black hole, which can put him to star levels. But if you try really hard, not even try really hard, you can get a lot of the Saiyans to star levels because one of the craziest things or shit that I heard about, what's it called? Yeah, it was dynamic fight. Something that I forgot about was when um Frieza's explosion of planet Namek was so bright that it, I don't know, it lit, okay, it didn't light up the galaxy, but it was very visible. Like if you know, like, and that's crazy. That's crazy. That upscaling and carry on through the series, you start to believe the universal statements of Cell and shit. And then when you go, I'm sure here we go. Here comes another one. There's gonna be bias, bro. There's gonna be bias no matter what I do or say. Not that I wanted to be biased. I don't know who's gonna win because debates. I've seen these. Ooh, actually, Nolan might win because I've seen a lot of debates where they usually put Saiyan Saga, Goku and Vegeta versus Nolan. How did they always play out? I swear they said Vegeta won a lot of the times, or but then Vegeta had the Uzaru form, and this might be a good one because a lot of the planets that you saw how Vegeta and niggas just casually destroy planets because those planets are small planets. Even King Cole was like, this is a very small planet. Earth is a very small planet. So that already puts Bardock above planetary and you could put him in the small star ranges. But I heard that that Nolan feat could be like a star to large star. People try to wank it to above, but it's crazy. Hey man, I'm yapping. Long story short, I want Bardock to win, and it looks like they're just jumping straight into it. Hold on, let me check some. You need to check if it's recording and shit. No time wasted. Damn.
Omni-Man versus Bardock,
the ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan.
He's Wiz and
I'm sorry, bro. They went up with their animation. Now they went up with their animation.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I kind of don't like this format because it kind of feels like a spoiler a little bit, so that's why I cover my eyes.
Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero.
This is probably gonna have a lot of spoilers for me, but it is what it is, man.
Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man?
Indeed. Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade, with his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely...
J.K. Simmons is an author. I knew J. Jonah Jameson and ish like that, but I didn't even know he was like an author because I've seen... No way, bro, before I start gaslighting myself. J.K. Rowling, it's J.K. Rowling or Rowling, because I was like, I swear I've seen that name on books, but what
Utopia
through brutal mortal combat
with a K, or Wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe,
Mm.
even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
And Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment,
Okay.
reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite.
Damn.
It obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know.
Okay. Okay. Space Racer. I thought it was I thought it was Speed Racer, Speed Demon. Because I was like, oh shit, he was a collab with DC and ish.
Kablam!
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitched frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. A bug lady? He banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own.
If there's a hole, there's a go. Wait, what, bro? What is going on in season? Is this season 2 or is it season? Wait, what's being released? Is it season 4? Wait, no, I swear that they already released 3 seasons. Or was that like an Attack on Titan thing where it's part 1 and part?
Way, When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
In the far reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist much.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock was a cold-blooded.
I think he's like what are they called? It's is it a body double? Like there's someone around the world that just looked like you. I guess in a way, but that's just some crazy code. I don't know why am I
Killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyan's true overseer.
how would Turles' Ozaru form look? I mean it would still be black, but not like yeah, I don't know what I mean. Because I was looking at his like complexion of how gray it is. So I thought, it's kind of like
Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years.
but will they give him the Super Saiyan form? Because with the Super Saiyan form, nah, bro. With the Super Saiyan form, look, okay, let me just say this: full power base Bardock versus Nolan. Oh, bro, they're gonna do Bardock so dirty. Y'all remember that Superman versus Goku shit? The first, especially the second one. The first one I could be like, damn. I mean, he fought, at least was fighting. The second one walked through it, and that's some disrespectful ass ish, man. At least they did it justice with the final part 3 because shit. Oh, bro, they even at the Thailand. That's a topic for another day and more what ifs. But for now, yeah, with the Super Saiyan form, I feel like Mr. Father Invincible has no chance. Omni-Man has no chance.
With multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Guinea, and had 2 sons, Raditz
We're going with Super Bardock. So, sigh.
and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw-you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a ki-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Guinea, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Boogie!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable
I even forgot about that. How do I forget bro has a tail? He never lost it.
kaiju.
Why didn't he try and face Frieza with that? Alright, man, it is what it is.
Quick, someone
Yeah, but then again, the visual of seeing a monkey burn is just like an Ozaru burn is just crazy.
Call Yajirobe.
While some Saiyans can
Yeah.
maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know.
I see what's gonna happen. They're gonna slice off his tail and then he's gonna go Super Saiyan. Boom.
Power levels are kind of janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just
To do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given
but it's the ship, not him. But he's still reacting. That is still his pew pew, you know, his key.
far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, cheerio!
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them
I'm sorry, I was just reading that. It's gassing me up. No pun intended,
from his
though.
own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to Planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died. Or did he? Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these 2 who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah, 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 non-canon, whatever. He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
Alright, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection, victory, failure, love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and
I don't think Bardock was still not gonna be strong enough to defeat him, though. I ain't gonna care. He would not be strong enough to defeat him.
There. Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud. Hey, shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
And joining you in that support is the first ever sponsor for an independent death battle episode.
Hey, shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
Oh, okay. Okay, Omni Man versus Bardock.
Joining you in that
All backers, Bankai and
support is
shit.
the first
Kratos versus Asura. That would be a fire one to watch. I have always asked that
ever
question.
sponsor for an
Wait, did they already do this? Because Green Lantern versus Ben 10. Damn. Bro, then find out they did it in like what, 20, like, I don't know, 18,
death
19.
battle episode.
Yang and Tifa, Master Chief versus Doom Guy. That'd be an interesting one.
Manscaped.
Manscaped's newest masterpiece is the
Tree and
Scrag. So that's
Shout out, man, but I'm not getting it back.
20
hello. Oh!
Great. Another gross bug planet.
Damn!
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me!
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
My sons would kick his ass!
That's true. My son will kick me. Oh shit. Oh shit. That almost ended badly. Oh, what's up? Y'all see it? Y'all see the moon?
You're an embarrassment.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yep. Mmm. 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 I just noticed they didn't talk about the black hole feed. Oh, they're gonna bring it up in the end.
Shit.
Yeah.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my world.
If y'all ain't get that, y'all ain't get that, but yeah, good. Hold on, legit, show my world.
Your time is up! Saiyan!
Some bullshit. Put your fist up at least.
Fuck.
Hey, bro, I'm not mad at this, bro. Fire animation, I fucking hell. No, I want to watch anime. I want to react to anime. I mean, Jesus. Oh my day, man. Yuck, nasty, nasty work. Oh my days, that was fun. Oh, that fight was so beautiful, bro. They, I love the, bro. Even the dialogue within the battles, crazy. Is I'm sorry, I'm just so gassed.
Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan and Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level match.
Bardock's future aside from his original appearance was not influential due to its unreliability and inconsequential influence on presently occurring events.
Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage.
Omni-Man could possibly scale to Universo, who flew from beyond the observable universe to Earth and back in under a day, 34 trillion times faster than light. Bardock could still exceed such speed with Super Saiyan.
But strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that...
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, nah, y'all hold. Y'all hold. I forgot about that fucking 3-man fucking we need 3 to destroy 1 ass feat. I forgot about that shit. I was like, you know what? And unless they mentioned the black hole, fair enough. But this shit, hell no. Y'all hold Bardock with that shit. Ain't no fucking way. I forgot. I wasn't even paying attention.
1 planet was. The numbers are actually pretty similar.
That's crazy.
Until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons.
That's 24 zeros!
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
Yep, Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the Bardock.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Next time on Deathbattle.
That Girano? Joker versus Girano. Persona. I have no idea who this Joker character is, but they look cool as fuck. I want to vote for them and shit, but because of the whole, I don't even hate JoJo's. I haven't even watched JoJo's, but it's just the scaling community type shit. But it is what it is, isn't it? So, I'm gonna go for Girano since I know more about Girano, even though I don't know his shit. I just know he has Golden Experience Requiem, Fire Name, Fire Stat, but user is crazy. But no, I have nothing against Girano. It's just it's just the whole thing of like, well, if they're in a fight with this one, you can't do it. It's like it's a very, very powerful defense mechanism. I gotta put up a poll of what people want more. Golden Experience Requiem or Infinity. And I don't mean like the whole thing, but just Infinity as a whole. But I feel like Infinity is more versatile, but Golden Experience Requiem, I feel like that defense is just it's just peak defense because I know I can't do shit to you, but you know what I'm saying? But you can't hurt me. Like I can't hurt you, but you can hurt me. But with what's it called? With the Infinity, you can get hurt if someone like bro, like Sukuna penetrating that shit. What's that dude's name with the knife? Something like that, bro. He has black, all emo and shit. He could penetrate it with like a simple knife, and damn near a lot of people like you get what I'm saying. A lot. It's just yeah. But hey, man, with that said, if y'all enjoyed the video, let me know what's something to check out next. I'm gonna do so, but until then, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all, man. So see ya.